Alright, YouTube. Here's that revolver shotgun I've been working on for so damn long. Got quite a bit. I put it on the back burner for a long time, so it's not like it's taking me a long time to build. It's taking me a long time to get back to working with it. This rear stock's broke. It's off the old original gun that this receiver's from. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull it off. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to cut this front off. I'm going to pin it. Anyway. And I've got the firing mechanism. I've got the bolt in it. I do not have the bolt handle put on it yet. I can't get it to turn right now. There's part of it. That's the bottom side of it. It's actually upside down right now, but got the firing pin and the bolt, everything. I don't have the handle on it. I don't have the right bolt that I want to use yet. Anyway, got a lot of cleaning work to do on this thing. I've got the sear and trigger all done, springs all mounted and all that, but they're just in this box of miscellaneous parts here. I don't have it in there because I'm going to take it all apart still and figure out what kind of coating, kind of finish I want to do on it. Anyway, the receiver, or the revolver manually turns. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, how the hell do you shoot that thing safely and still have a round chambered directly in front of that barrel? Well, I'll show you how. The whole point of having a bolt behind it is when the bolt pushes forward, if you look, you see this gap right here. Well, instead of having a bunch of gas and shot and everything expel out of that gap, that bolt pushes forward and locks the chain or their cylinder into the chamber, and then it'll have a spring in the front. When I pull the bolt back, it pushes back, manually rotate it, push the bolt forward, and locks forward again. So there's no break at all. The barrel is completely seated up against the chamber, and that's all seated inside of a sleeve. So there's no break at all for gases and shot to expel. So I wanted to do it to where when you pulled the bolt back, it would clock the cylinder, but I would have had to have a much bigger receiver, and this thing's already bulky enough. I didn't want to add a bunch of extra weight to it. Now, it's a 19-inch barrel from the chamber forward. Now, most states include the chamber as the barrel, depending on where you're at. I didn't want to mess around with any of that, so I just went ahead and made the barrel itself 19 inches. I've got a lot of finish work to do on it. Like I said, I'm going to do like the old peacemakers. I'm going to do an ejector rod. I've got this roughly cut out here. I'm going to do a load gate on it. Put a little spring-loaded load gate. I've got this roughly cut out. So what will happen is I'll have, like the old peacemakers, I'll have an ejector rod that's spring-loaded right here. Clock the cylinder over, push the rod back, ejects. Same thing, push it, ejects, and then close the load gate, which I always thought was kind of a cool little deal on those. I've got my backstop here. The cool thing about this is it's so easy to maintenance. I can put the trigger and the sear and all the springs can be mounted in this receiver while the receiver is off the gun. And then I can undo these two screws, or put this together and put these two screws, and the whole thing mounts to it. The bolt be pushed in, and everything's already in place. So I can undo these two screws once it's all completely assembled and pull the whole thing apart and still have all my working mechanisms, still be able to pull the trigger, still watch my sear move up and down. It'll all be in place. So I can easily get to it, maintenance it. I can basically do whatever I want to it. So in that sense, it's a pretty cool little design. Now, like I said, this is upside down. You can see my spring, my firing pin. If it was flipped over, which I don't think I can get it to flip over. Yeah, I can. There we go. Oh, maybe not. Nope. But I've got it drilled and tapped out for 1/4-20 shoulder bolt. It's going to go in here. It's going to carry my arm on it, which I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I know that 12 gauge bolt that I did a nice little brass kind of finial on the end of it. I don't know if I'm going to do that with this, because I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to nickel plate this when I'm done. I'm going to keep this old forward stock beat up exactly the way it is. And this rear stock, like I said, I'm probably going to cut it here and pin it. And make a new stock out of it. And then I'll probably do I'll probably leather wrap it. I know y'all haven't seen it yet, but I do a lot of leather work too on top of everything else. And I'll probably wrap this section in leather and then stitch it along the bottom. But this is it. This is my 410 revolver. As of right now, this is the progress I've got done on it. It's a pretty cool gun. I think it has kind of a cool old look to it. I'm excited about it. I think I'm gonna nickel plate it so it matches that 410 handgun that I made. Because I plan on using this. I plan on going out in the woods and using this when I hunt. So I plan on taking that little handgun out as a backup. So I don't know, kind of matching. Anyway, let me know what y'all think.